Once you've freed your mind, anything is possible. This is important because most people believe their most limiting factor is their financial status, their ethnicity, their race. But it's not. This is your mind. Once your mind is free, you can do anything. Because what's gonna stop you? Like, I mean, you have to be realistic, of course. But if you want to do 100 push ups, you can do 100 push ups. You can. If you're physically fit, you are able to do 100 push ups. Even if you've never done them before, you are able to. But you don't do them because of your mind. Your mind is the most limiting factor. Like, there's sometimes you know that there are things you're supposed to do, things that have to be done, but you do not do them because of your mind. Your mind limits you. Once your mind is freed, you can see far into the future. You can remember things far into the past. Everything is open, everything is wide. You have clear vision once your mind is freed. And freeing your mind is very important because, well, like, let me give an example. David Goggins. David Goggins is a G because he has freed his mind. He can do anything. Ran 101 miles in, I think it was 101 miles. Yeah. Ran 101 miles in 18 hours. That is what you're able to do when you free your mind. You're able to do anything. But this is how I freed my mind. So, I was a slave to my thoughts, like most people are. I was a slave to my thoughts. If there was something I could not do, then I simply could not do it. I did not even question it. The strength of a man, but the will of a little girl. That is what I was. But then I discovered self-improvement. I discovered that I discovered self-improvement, and I discovered that I did not have to live such a life. I did not have to be a slave to my thoughts. I did not have to be bound in shackles. I could be free. And as I started learning, I figured out that, well, there are many ways to free your mind, but the one way that has worked for me is to just do it. Nike, Nike has been saying this, just do it. You must do it. Let me tell you a story. So, there was this one time, me and my sister, we were jumping off, not buildings, we were jumping off stone ledges. It's like, we would climb on top of it and we would jump off. And this one time she proposed that we turn around, like, we jump off the ledge backwards. And I was scared, I was very scared. Even though I am the older brother, I was very scared because, you know, one wrong move and you're gone. But I remember that I went up there and before I went up there, I'm like, okay, we're gonna go on the ledge and turn around, just gonna jump. Quickly, no thoughts, no hesitation, you just do it. So, I went up the ledge, I turned around and I just jumped. And surprise, surprise, I did not die. But I just did it. Just jumped off and everything was fine. I freed my mind by cancelling out my thoughts. Cancelling out the thoughts that would make me weak in front of my sister. I just cancelled them out. And I just did it. There was no time for thought, just action, action, action. I just did it, I just do it. I keep doing it. It's beautiful, isn't it? What one is able to achieve once their mind is free. I mean, I started by jumping off a ledge. Now, I could lead an army if I wanted to. I think I could. I know I could. I could lead an army if I wanted to. Because my mind is free. My mind is free. Free yours. If this is helpful, but this is how I freed my mind. Like, subscribe, and so on and so forth.